What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Bears Profit Plays YouTube channel. If you enjoyed the content in this video, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel below. Also, be sure to stick around to the end of this video for a quick message from our team. Let's get into the video. All right, Trey, let's get into some MLB picks and props for Sunday, June 11th slate of games. Before we get started, Trey, pull up that graphic. It is a new week. You guys have 7 days starting on Monday. Yeah, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 5 days, I guess, to get us to 100 likes on each of these videos. So you can get a $50 giveaway on Friday nights. We had our first Friday show last Friday, and it went pretty well. We had a couple people in there. We gave away $50. So thank you all to you guys who came out on Friday night and showed us some support. But we're looking for more people this Friday. We're going to give away hopefully another $50. All you guys got to do is get us to 100 likes on each video. We'll throw in $10, and then we will give that money away on Friday night, 8 o'clock on our live show here on YouTube. But Trey, let's take a look at our picks from yesterday. Start us off.
Yes, I went 0-1 yesterday. It was very heartbreaking. I gave out the Milwaukee Brewers -0.5 on the first 5 run line versus the Oakland A's. It's wild to me. I feel like every time I give out fading the Oakland A's, they somehow win the game. And the A's, they won the first 5 by a score of 1-0. And Julio Terrain continues to pitch like an absolute god, but continues to get no run support. I truly feel bad for him. Through 4 starts, he has a 1.48 ERA. And a losing record. It's just not good for him. The Brewers cannot score any runs, but I'll be better today.
Yeah, Trey, we're in a little bit of a slump on these game picks. I had the Colorado Rockies on the money line against the Padres. I've been getting a little bit saucy with these plus money bets, and it's starting to bite me in the ass a little bit. I really thought the Rockies were going to win the game. Kyle Freeland had an okay game. He limited the Padres. Wasn't pretty, but he did a good job. The bullpen came in for the Rockies, and they had one bad inning. The Padres were able to win the game 3-2. They scored 2 runs, I believe, in the top of the 7th or maybe the 6th. But the Rockies could not pull back ahead. Tough loss there, but I'm going to get back to my winning ways today with this play. Trey, start us off for our picks for today.
Yes, I'm going to be attacking the Cincinnati Reds at St. Louis Cardinals game. I'm going to break down a couple players on the Reds down below in the player prop, so stay tuned for that. But I think that the Reds are going to come into this game and dominate it, honestly. And for that reason, I'm going to start off by taking them on the +0.5 on the first 5 run line. The Reds, they're throwing out their ace in this game in Hunter Greene. And Greene, he's pitched in 12 games so far for them and turned that to a 1-4 record with a 3.92 ERA. But he has been great on the road. And on his road games, he's averaging 9.25 strikeouts per game. So he's been lighting up the batting box. And the Cardinals, they're throwing out Adam Wainwright in this game, old reliable, and he's been pretty unreliable this season. He's pitched in only 6 games, turned that to a 2-1 record, but with a 5.97 ERA. And in the 6 games that he's pitched this season, he has a 1.73 whip, so he's been allowing a ton of base runners, and I expect him to get lit up in this game too. And for that fact alone, I'm also going to take the Cincinnati Reds team total over of the 4 runs. It's -104, so basically plus money there. So I love those 2 bets. Those are going to be my 2 plays for this game. The Cincinnati Reds +0.5 on the first 5 run line and the over 4 runs for the team total for the Cincinnati Reds.
Yeah, Trey, I like both those plays. The young Reds starting to make moves in the MLB. For my play today, I'm going to be looking at the Arizona Diamondbacks going up against the Detroit Tigers. I'm going to play the Diamondbacks -1.5 on the run line at -130. And I'm also going to take their team total over in this game. The Diamondbacks yesterday blanked the Detroit Tigers, winning the game 5-0, and I like that to happen again in this game as the Diamondbacks have Zac Gallen on the mound. We have talked about Zach and his struggles over the last couple weeks of starts for him, but over his last 2 starts, he's been back to his normal self, and his last 2 starts against the Rockies and the Atlanta Braves, 2 really good hitting teams, he has gone 12 innings pitched and has only allowed 2 earned runs. The Detroit Tigers are bringing in the worst batting offense this season as they are hitting .222 on the year, and have only scored 218 runs as well this season, which is the lowest by far in the MLB. They are dreadful to watch, and I think Zac Gallen may be able to shut them out in this game if he pitches like he did the last 2 starts. He should get plenty of run support as well in this game for the Diamondbacks, who are the 3rd best hitting team in the MLB this season. The top of the order for them has been very scary so far, and they have been a pleasant surprise with their record this season in the MLB. The Diamondbacks are a good team, and they will get a great pitching matchup against Joey Wentz, who has allowed 5 earned runs in less than 5 innings in his last start against the Philadelphia Phillies. He's bringing in a 7.49 ERA and a 1-6 record this season. He should get hit around in this game, and he's given up 7+ hits in 3 of his last 4 starts as well. The Diamondbacks are a good team. They can hit the ball hard, and they have a great pitcher on the mound. Give me the Diamondbacks -1.5 and their team total over in this game as my 2 plays. Trey, let's take a look at our player props from yesterday. Start us off.
Yes, not a 500 day when it comes to player props. I gave out Elly De La Cruz over 7.5 fantasy score versus the Cardinals, and Tristan McKenzie over 5.5 strikeouts versus the Astros. De La Cruz, he finished with 14 fantasy points, smashing the over. He only went 1 for 4 with a walk, a single RBI, a run scored, and a stolen base. So he was affecting the game all over. So shout out to Elly for continuing to dominate the major leagues. And McKenzie, he barely did not cash the over for us. He had a bad start in this game. He only pitched in 5 innings and allowing 5 runs on 7 hits and 3 walks. And he only struck out 5 batters. And he did try to pour it on late. Through the first 3 innings, he had 0 strikeouts. So he tried to get us to that 5.5 number, but he just fell short barely. I went 500 yesterday. Looking to go sweeping the board today.
Yeah, I'm 1-0 so far. I had Aaron Nola over 18.5 outs, was a complete sweat. He was at plus money going up against the Los Angeles Dodgers. He got us 19 outs, pitched over 100 pitches again in this game. Wasn't a good start for him, but the Phillies left him in there enough for him to get it done for us. So thank you, Aaron Nola, for getting it done for us. Went 6 1/3 inning. And then my other play tonight is Mike Trout over 1.5 bases. He is currently playing right now against the Mariners tonight in the night game. That is on Sunday night, and he's currently over 2. So hopefully he does get a hit or a double or a home run, because I called for him to have 2 home runs in this game, if you remember, Trey. So I'm hoping he hits 2 home runs in his last 2 at-bats, but hopefully I go 2-0 tonight. Let's sweep the board today, though, Trey. Start us off.
Yeah, and I'm going to be running it back here with Elly De La Cruz over 7.5 fantasy score versus the Cardinals. I've really enjoyed watching him play baseball this last week. And in his first 5 games in the majors, he's batting .316 with 6 hits, 1 home run, 3 RBIs, and 5 runs scored. Not to mention his 2 stolen bases already, too. And he's racking up the fantasy points as well. And he's averaging 12.8 fantasy points per game so far in his career. And his luck should continue in this game versus the Cardinals. I mentioned it earlier. They're throwing out Adam Wainwright in this game. And Wainwright, he's pitched in 6 games, and he has a 1.73 whip. So look for him to get lit up in this game, especially by De La Cruz. So give me Elly De La Cruz to go over the 7.5 fantasy score and possibly hit a home run against Adam Wainwright before he exits the major leagues. I think that Elly De La Cruz wants to get that on his resume.
Yeah, Trey, I like the play, and I like the kid. He's very impressive to watch so far in the MLB. But for my batting prop tonight, I'm going to stay with the one game again. I think that's the best way to win some money. I'm going to take Corbin Carroll over 1.5 bases going up against the Detroit Tigers. Corbin Carroll for the Diamondbacks is now hitting over 300 on the season, and that is after being blanked yesterday against the Tigers. He went 0 for 4 in that game. If we take out yesterday's game and just look at the last week of baseball for him, he has been on an absolute tear. He's recorded multiple hits in 3 of his last 5 games, and he was coming off a 3-hit, 2-home run performance against the Tigers and in the opening day game in that series. Before that, he had a 4-hit game against the Nationals, and before that, he had a 2-hit game against the Braves. He is seeing the ball very well right now, and he's only struck out 3 times in the last 6 games as well. He is making contact with the ball. We just need him to find a gap in this game. I think he is a very good shot here going up against Joey Wentz, who has given up 7+ hits in 3 of his last 4 starts. And then the 4th start, he gave up 6 hits. So he's getting hit around. And with Carroll seeing the ball very well, he should be able to get a couple knocks off of Joey. Give me Corbin Carroll over 1.5 bases as my first play. Trey?
Yes, and I'm staying in the same game, too. Look at that picture of Hunter Greene. He's ready to show up and pitch a great game against the Cardinals. So I'm taking his over 6.5 strikeouts here. This is basically an all-or-nothing play when it comes to Hunter Greene. He's pitched in 12 games so far, turned that into a 1-4 record with a 3.92 ERA, like I mentioned above. But he is one of the best strikeout pitchers in the major leagues. He averages 1.41 strikeouts per inning pitched. And the only problem is that he usually gets lit up along the way as well. But Greene, he has hit this over 6.5 strikeout number in 8 out of those 12 games, so a 66% hit rate. And whenever we add in the fact that this is a big division game, we know that Hunter Greene's going to show up and try to produce at an elite level. That's what he's been doing over his last 4 games. Over his last 4 games, he's averaging 9.25 strikeouts per game. And whenever we parlay that with this as a road game, it makes me love it even more. And over his 7 road starts this season, he's averaging 8.3 strikeouts per game, way above this number. So give me Hunter Greene to come in and dominate this game and cash the over 6.5 strikeouts here versus the Cardinals.
Yeah, Trey, I have mixed feelings about Hunter Greene, but the one thing he can't do is strike people out. So great pick there. For my pitching prop, I'm going to stay in the same game again. It's going to be Zac Gallen, under 2.5 earned runs allowed versus Detroit. The play right now is -153 at under 2.5 earned runs, so I wouldn't be surprised if it goes to 2 on FanDuel, but it should say at 2.5 on PrizePicks. Either way, if it's at 2.5 or 2, I'm going to hammer this play. I really don't think the Detroit Tigers are going to score against Zac Gallen in this game. They have the worst offense in the MLB. They have the least amount of hits this season. They have the least amount of runs by far this year, and they are the least exciting team in the MLB, in my opinion, to watch, and that's including the Oakland Athletics this season. So they are horrible. They are terrible to watch. As a team, they don't do anything well. And with the way Zac Gallen has been pitching over the last 2 starts, he shouldn't allow a run in this game. Gallen has gone his last 12 innings of baseball, allowing only 2 earned runs against 2 of the best hitting teams in the MLB as well. So give me Zac Gallen here to dominate the Detroit Tigers in this game and take his under 2.5 earned runs allowed for my last play of the night. All right, guys, that'll do it for our MLB player props and games picks for Sunday, June 11th slate of games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please sure to drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel below. We'll see you guys next video, and thanks for watching. Just want to let everyone know that while we do give out free picks, plays, and predictions on our YouTube channel, we also have a website for you to check out. On our website, bearsprofitplays.com, you can subscribe to the website absolutely free with an email and gain access to our written articles about upcoming sporting events. If you're really looking to make some cash, we have an option to become a member of our website. If you become a member, you will gain access to our Locks of the Week, which are written articles that go in depth as to why we are picking that particular outcome. As of now, our member plays have been red hot, hitting over 60% of our plays. If you don't want to become a member, it's no sweat. We are here to try and make you guys some money. That's our main goal. So come on over to bearsprofitplays.com and subscribe for free. Check us out, follow our free picks, and see for yourself that our member plays are a great investment for you. Thanks for watching.